Alright, here we go. Overview of my vanity. If you guys don't know where the lighted mirror from, it is from Vanity Girl Hollywood. I just bought the mirror on its own because the desk that it comes with is relatively small in my opinion. And then the tabletop that I have is from Ikea, as well as the drawers and chair. Okay, so starting on the left side of my vanity, we're going to talk about what's on top of this deluxe beauty box first. So I just have my little Hello Kitty brush kit that my mom got me a while ago. I have some dry oil spray up here, my terracotta bronzing spray. I have some oil control lotion and my skin base from MAC. Then I have this Eye Duty Triple Remedy, which I don't know what he's doing up here. I have the Professional Agent Zero Shine. Keep an extra Josie Maran Argan oil up here because I like to use it for my cuticles and skin like that. And then we have an Argan Illuminizer. I have some neutral set from Ben Nye. My Professional lives up here, as well as this Mini Fix Plus. Then I have some whipped argan oil as well. And then these Salon Perfect makeup corrector sticks. It's like having Q-tips already dipped in makeup remover, and then I just keep my Chelsea Girl lip lacquer up here because it kind of doesn't fit anywhere else, and if he hides in the drawers he gets lost, so I like to keep him up here so that I always know where he's at. Moving down, I have a bunch of face brushes back here. These are mainly my bigger brushes, and then the eye brushes are on the other side. Tend to keep the ones I use more in the front, and then the ones that I don't use further in the back. This is the original beauty box, and I believe this is the deluxe one because the beauty box I'm going to show you on the other side is from the same company, but it's a little bit smaller. So the first thing that we have is this thin drawer up here, and this is where I keep my MAC blushes, some MFFs, and then my highlighting powders in the back. This is Pink Swoon, Peaches, Warm Soul, and Melba, which are kind of my 4 favorites of all time. So then moving down, this is kind of my brow drawer. I know it's a bit excessive for brows, but what can you do? I have a bunch of brow bar to-goes in here. I just keep them all stacked up. I've got some brow powders. It's from Anastasia and the Sigma brow powder. Over here, I just have some brow waxes, some highlighting pencils. I have some Sigma brow pencils, which is what's living in the corner right there. And then these are the Anastasia Dip Brows, which is just kind of like the pomade for your brows. I'm still trying to master this because I just feel like I use way too much. And then there's some more highlighting pencils in the back and some clear brow gel. On this side, these are all the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealers, which are pretty amazing. I just find that I can't really wear them underneath my eyes because they do tend to crease under there. But they're great for covering any imperfections on your face or anything like that. They have a very thick consistency, very similar to the Hard Candy Glamouflage Kat Von D Tattoo Concealer. And then on the side over here, I just have some more brow pencils, which is my Anastasia Brow Wiz, which I cannot live without. Max Fling is in there. The It Cosmetics Your Brows But Better, which I really love. If you have a hard time matching a brow pencil to your eyebrow color, I would go with something like this. This is Universal Taupe, so it's going to color match itself to your brow hairs, which kind of takes all the guesswork out of it. And it's the same kind of spiel pencil type as the Brow Wiz. So I love these kind of pencils. And in the back, there are just some tinted brow gels from Anastasia. So this drawer is kind of a little hodgepodge, but I have some Sigma highlighting powders in the back, as well as some Sigma blushes. These are the Sigma blushes, and then these are the highlighting brow powders, I should say. This is Sculpt from MAC, which is just a sculpting powder for contouring. It just happens to be the Maleficent one, as well as the Veronica blush when Prom Princess. I always want to call it Prom Queen. I have the NARS Pro Prime in here as well. I like to keep this one in the box because I feel like it's so small that I'll lose it if I don't. As well as some Anastasia, what are these called? Pro Pencil Hourglass blush in here, which is in the color Mood Exposure, which I think is gorgeous. And then a NARS blush in the color, I have no idea. And it's super, super bright. I think this one might have been limited edition. And then on this side I have my Maybelline Eye Studios. I don't have all of them in here. I just have the ones that I like the most. And this one being this one, that's why he's in the front. So they live in here. And then just a Lorac eyeshadow primer, which comes with like all their palettes. And then on the side I have some Stila Magnificent Metal Foils, I think they're called. Magnificent Metal Foil Finish eyeshadows, which look like this. I have the Metallic Merlot and the Vintage Black Gold. Ooh La La Lift from Benefit, which is just an instant under eye boost. Wear underneath your concealer just to give it a little brightening effect. Some things I like to keep in boxes, don't ask me why, I just do. The Too Faced Glitter Glazes in here, in the color Goldie Rocks and Silver Sparkle. Here's the silver. Gorgeous, right? You can just use these as a top coat over your shadows, or you can use them as a base coat. So moving on to our fourth drawer. This one has all my liquid liners in that I use on a regular basis. My main ones that I use are Line Stiletto and the NYC Liquid Liner. And then there's just a sample size of the Tarte Lights Camera Flashes, which I love this mascara. I have their Real in here, the Voluminous Original, the Tarte Lights Camera Flashes, Voluminous Carbon Black, which you know I live for, and Rimmel Lash Accelerator, as well as there is the Peter Thomas Roth Lashes to Die For Grow Serum. I purchased this after I had my lash extensions on. I don't use it nearly as much as I should. And then back here are just some more felt tip liners. Dior's back here, MAC's back here, and some more L'Oreal ones are back there. Ew, there's something in my mouth. I have the LA Pro concealers in here, which I haven't busted into yet, but I have busted into the LA Girl glazed lip paints, and these are the bomb. So they look like this. They're very, very high pigmented, and they have a cooling sensation to them. And then our final drawer on the bottom, there's just a Dior lip gloss up top and a NARS bronzer, which I think is Laguna, yep. And then all the BH Cosmetics bronzers are back here, as well as a beauty powder, and then this Stila kind of stay all day anti-shine balm, which looks like this. And in the back are the NYX Dark Circle Correctors. One is light and one is a medium. I have this little liquid lipstick from Lush. There's some Hoola bronzer. Then we have Rockateur and Coralista. There's another Hoola up front. And then on this side right here, I have my Makeup Forever Flash palettes. All three of the Flash palettes are in here. And then on the side right here, I just have my MAC lip liners. I have a few eyeliners in here from Tarte, MAC as well, Sigma. I just mainly keep these in this drawer because these are the ones that I use on the regular. I have some more Brow Bar To Go's hiding back there, as well as an Eve Pearl Anti-Shine Gel, and then this just weird little contraption from Benefit that I've never really used because I think it's kind of weird, but I think the packaging is cute, so he just lives in there. Oh no. Okay, so we're gonna move on and work our way down the drawers on the left side of my vanity as well. And I'm sure you guys know what drawers these are because if you watch YouTube videos, it seems like everybody has them. But these are the Alex drawers from Ikea. They're just really great to store makeup in. You get a lot of room and they're relatively small and inexpensive. But yeah, I have a bunch of whitening lightning ones. These are a few new ones that I just picked up that are from Bite Cosmetics, and I wish that I could let you guys smell these because they smell so good. They like make you want to eat your lips. So this color is in Strange Fruit, and then the nuder one is in Currant, which I don't ever know if I say right. I also have a Bite Beauty Deconstructed Rose Lipstick, which I need to break into. I have a few lip tars, the La Gloss. These are from Pantone. I got these from Sephora when they came out with the color of the year, which was Radiant Orchid. There's some more L'Oreal lipsticks in here, and in the back I just have some balms and then just some more chapsticks. So I realize when I show you guys these next 3 drawers that'll make me somewhat of a hoarder or maybe a psychopath to you guys, but just keep in mind I am a beauty vlogger and a lot of companies do send products out, and a lot of times I just kind of file them away. So this first drawer is relatively empty, but it is all pretty new stuff in here. This is an LA Girl box that's just filled with stuff I haven't broke into. These are a few palettes that have been sent to me, which are really pretty, and the packaging is really gorgeous as well. These just kind of hang out and live in here. These are just a few things that I picked up recently. I picked up a few Becca products, the Ever Matte Poreless Priming, the Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonstone, and the Shadow Light Bronze and Contour Palette. Then there's just a few Butter London glosses in here, as well as some eye pencils from Butter London, and then the Benefit They're Real Makeup Remover and the They're Real Push-Up Liner, which I haven't tried yet, surprisingly, as well as Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara and the Shadow Insurance. Alright, this next 2 drawers I'm just going to breeze through because, like I said, they're just jammed with products that haven't been opened, products that I need to try out, and probably products that I just need to give away. So here's the first one. I know, it's a bit excessive. And then the second one. I know. And then the bottom drawer is basically pretty empty. So starting on this part of my vanity, I don't know if you can see me in the mirror, but you probably can. Hello. I get these acrylic cases from Amazon. They're relatively inexpensive. Let's move this out the way. Obviously I just painted my nails. And they're pretty inexpensive, and they are a lifesaver if you have a ton of lip glosses or lipsticks, or even if you just have a normal amount like most people do. They really come in handy. I'm not gonna run through all the colors that I have because I just think that would be a little much. But mainly I keep my dose of colors in the front. There's a bunch, these are all MAC lipsticks in the back. Then we have some Maybellines, some L'Oreals, some YSLs, Urban Decay, Melt Cosmetics, and Lorac. These are the Too Faced Melted Lipsticks, which I was referring that were similar to the Glazed Paints by LA Girls. The only difference really is these are more glossy. I just keep these right here in this cute little tea glass that I got from Urban Outfitters. It was actually a set that came with this one as well, that I just keep my beauty blenders that I'm using at the moment. I love little tea glasses. And then this is just a little lip balm from Tony Maloney or something like that. And I just thought he was cute, so he lives up here. Focusing more on the right side of my vanity now, here is where I keep all of my makeup brushes that are smaller eyeshadow brushes, except for this little skull cup. I keep mainly the brushes that I use on a regular basis in here, and then these are the face brushes that I use. These are my main go-tos. And then in the back we just have a bunch of smaller eye brushes that all live back here. These are from Sigma. They come, you know, stacked on top, but they make great brush holders for everything else. There's a lot of Sigma brushes in there, MAC brushes, Real Technique brushes, Bellami brushes, Sedona Lace brushes, NARS brushes. I got a lot of brushes. And then on Smash, I see you calling, but I'm filming a video. This is actually a speaker that I got from Urban Outfitters that I like to, so you just turn it on like this, and then you plug your phone in and boom, you got lots of music coming out of this cool little skull. And then these little fake roses are from HomeGoods. This is an original beauty box as well. This is just a little bit smaller. The other box has one extra compartment for you. So this has 3 big ones, the other one has 4. This one's really dirty. I should have cleaned it before I was filming a video, but this is real life stuff. Here we go. Up top, again, I have powders. I just like to keep the powders in this more thin drawer. You could keep like lip glosses or lipsticks in these as well. Duo Matte in here, the Makeup Forever bronzer. We have the Betty Luminizer and the Mary Luminizer, which is a bronzer and a highlighter. Then we have some Too Faced Bronze and Poreless, and then the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. And then moving one down, in this drawer I have a bunch of Makeup Geek pigments that I keep all turned upside down because obviously it's just easier to see what you're working with. And then I have a few Sugar Pill pigments in here, Goldilocks and Tiara. Then we have a few MAC shadows that are still in their little pots like this. Then we have some gel liners from MAC, like this one and the green one, and then dip downs back there. And then these guys are eye bases from Motives, and then some cream shadows from Motives as well. Moving on, this is my concealer drawer. We have high-end concealers on the left side, and we have drugstore concealers on the right side. In here we have some Tarte, we have Benefit, we have NARS, we have MAC, and in the back there's some Stila and Eve Pearl. And then on the drugstore side, there's like pretty much everything in the world in here. There's L'Oreal True Match, there's Rimmel, there's Maybelline Age Rewind, the NYX HD Photogenic Concealer. We have the Hard Candy Glamouflage in here. Concealer is one of my favorite things, so don't judge me. And then for our lash drawer down here, CC Stick from Tarte, as well as some illuminating drops from MAC. These are, I think, Barbados Girl. This was from the Riri Loves MAC collection. I have my Revitalift Miracle Blur in there. The oil-free one is the one I prefer. I have my BB Plus from Gerard Cosmetics. I like to mix it with my sunscreen and apply it all over my face because it just makes you look super illuminized. Illuminized? Is that a word? And then on this side we have primers. There's some Tarte ones, NYX, Benefit, Mally primer. This first drawer is my kind of everyday drawer that I keep my palettes that I use on the regular in here. So I have my Lorac palette, Naked 1, 2, and 3. There's a few little MAC palettes and Smashbox Bare Mineral palettes in here. I have my e.l.f. eye refresher in here, which I'm not even sure what this does, but I just think it feels so good in the morning when I wake up to put it underneath my eyes. I have my Z palettes in here as well. These are all the new Makeup Geek blushes, which are phenomenal. They swatch so amazing. This one is broke because when I got my box, I was so excited, apparently it dropped on the floor. And I think this is a Pro Z palette. That's why it's so much larger than the other ones. I have my Inglot Summer Lip Palette back here, as well as a contour kit, and then the Anastasia Pro palette, which I've never really broken into because I'm just so hooked on my brow wiz. But if you are a professional makeup artist, I think this would be a great thing to have because there's so many, it's like every single color and it's all convenient in this little palette. Then I have a little baby Z palette that is, it says Motives on it because Motives was sending out like crazy promotional boxes that had like all their stuff in it, and this was one of the little baby Z palettes. As you can see, my shadow smashed in here on my recent trip to LA, so I need to take him out because he's just making everything so dirty. But this is my main palette that I use when I travel. Then I have some other Z palettes over here that are all filled with Makeup Geek shadows. I have some Sigma palettes in the back, as well as some Beach Cosmetic ones right here. And then this, right here is just the Tarte blush palette. So, oh, he always gets stuck. So then the second drawer is lots of blushes and powders. I have some more Makeup Geek blushes in the back. You can buy them in their packaging like this. So there's a few back there, as well as some Milani. There's a bunch of Milani eyeshadows, a bunch of Benefit, the cream shadows. I have some illuminizers in here, as well as some Laura Geller cosmetics, and yeah, just a bunch of powders. There's a bunch of sleek blushes on the side. So this next one is my foundation drawer. As you can see, I love L'Oreal True Match. There's a bunch of Bare skins in here. Bare Minerals gave me this huge kind of PR sample package. I have my Bobbi Brown stick, my Magic Nude Liquid Powder. There's a bunch of the Fit Me sticks on the side over here. The CoverGirl 3-in-1. There's the Lumi one. Some Tarte Full Coverage Foundation. I have my Photo Ready in here, as well as Studio Fix, Makeup Forever HD Foundation, Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, and the Laura Mercier Silk Cream Foundation. Rock Perfection Foundation, and then in the back we have just some CoverGirl Whipped, the new CoverGirl Whipped, and the Revlon Color Stay Whipped Foundation. And then right there in that little mess of stuff is just where I keep like my lash curlers. I have a bunch of tweezers in here, scissors, lash glue, little baby razors. So that's that drawer. And then these next two drawers are pretty boring. This is just lots of palettes in here. I'm not going to go through all of them individually. Most of them are Beach Cosmetics palettes because Beach Cosmetics is one of the first brands I ever used when I started making YouTube videos, and you get a lot of bang for your buck, so I loaded up on palettes. And then this bottom drawer is more of like a little hodgepodge of stuff that I just don't know where to go. I have some extra Z palettes down here that I just need to fill. These were like promotional lashes that Ardell was sending out. And yeah, there's just, yeah, boring stuff down there. Okay, so these shelves that everyone's like, where did you get these shelves? These are actually just from Ikea, and they are 2 lac shelves that I just pushed together. As you can see the little crease to show that it is 2 different shelves. I had the hardest time finding 2 shelves together. I ended up ordering one of the shelves on eBay because they were back ordered for so long, and I was like, You can't tell the difference, there's just somebody was selling them, but they were back ordered for like 3 months at my Ikea, and I was like, no, we ain't doing that. It does recommend that you anchor them to the wall, and I would recommend it too because as you can see, they are tilted a little bit this way, but I'm not anchoring them, so thug life. Starting with the top shelf, as you can see, I just have some Sigma brush books that are up there, some fake flowers, that cute little nesting doll I actually just got out of my P.O. box today. When you guys send me cute stuff to my P.O. box, I like to incorporate it into my room, and I really like those Russian nesting dolls. And then to the second shelf, I just have a Louis Vuitton book, a couple candles. Those are both candles, and then we have the Polaroid right in the middle, and then that cute little cat guy right there is actually from Bed Bath & Beyond. And then we have this shelf here. I have this teacup that I got from Urban Outfitters. And then this guy right here is just a jewelry box. And then right here, this is just an acrylic letter holder that I picked up from the Container Store that it just holds my palettes. The BH Cosmetics Forever New, the Urban Decay Electra palette, the Lorac Unzip palette, the Anastasia Lavish palette, and then the Too Faced Natural Eye palette. This is a cute little gloche, and there's a little flying pig in there. You see the little pig? He's so cute, right? And then this right here, where all the beauty blenders are, that is actually just a candy jar that I picked up from HomeGoods. So the next shelf, I have this amazing 3-tiered lipstick holder, which I don't remember off the top of my head, but I would try to link it in the bottom bar for you guys. It's amazing. It makes storing your lipstick so easy, and I really like the fact that it's tiered. There's a few MACs, more Dose of Colors, a little bit of Lime Crime, some more MACs in the back, whole roll of Revlon, and then on the side over here, I just keep all my setting sprays. We're not gonna go in depth into this drawer, into these acrylics. These are my first acrylic drawers that I ever purchased. I think that I got them off Amazon actually, and it's just a 2-guy and a 4-guy. And as you can see from here, I just have a bunch of the Dose of Color lip glosses in them. The bottom one is just a mixture of a bunch of liners. And then this guy over here, as you can see, I have lots of contacts. The top drawer is all contact cases, followed by lip liners, a few pigments, and then some more mascaras on the bottom. And then I just have one more acrylic case with a bunch of Milani lipsticks that live over here as well. And then way on the bottom is not really anything. So that was that guy. Ooh. And a lot of you ask where I get those pictures from. I just found those on Etsy. They're all from the same artist, as you can see. Dream, Jump, Born for This, and Never Give Up. I just like daily encouragement. Like when you're just feeling down, I like to look up at my wall and be like, yeah, girl, never give up. And then that guy is a new addition. He is from Z Gallery. I just liked him because he was gold. And this whole thing is from when I had my meetup at Mall of America. Sigma printed out a bunch of your comments to me, so I like to look at those regularly. Then on this side of my room, which you guys never really see, I just have another set of 4 pictures that I picked up from Etsy. These are more Alex drawers. These are just the larger Alex drawers, and I have 2 of them stacked on top of each other. A subscriber sent me these as well, and she sent me this cute little brush holder, but I don't have anything to put in him yet, so he's living over here. Then I just have this floral tray, which is from Ikea. A few little tiny mini Bath & Body Works candle. A vintage perfume bottle that I picked up from Anthropologie. This is a ring holder, a kitty ring holder that actually Carly Bible got me. I just like to keep these main bracelets that I use on it. This is another little kitty tray. I love donuts. I don't know if you guys know that about me, but I love donuts. My favorite donut is similar to this, but it's got the white frosting on it with sprinkles. Ooh, girl, don't even get me started. But this is just a donut piggy bank. Then these are just 2 clutches from Just Fab. I just like how they look, so they live up there. Girl Boss. This is my watch tray on this little dish that says Queen of Everything. I think that's from Urban Outfitters, or it may be from Forever 21. I'm not positive. This is just a little random drawer, but I like to keep all my rings in here. I got this little piece from Bed Bath & Beyond, and then here is just where I keep rings that don't fit. I have a bunch of SD cards in here, just some extra boxes. This next drawer is just a few, like where I keep my bangles at, stuff that I haven't even broken into. There's some necklaces. Then these are like my boho jewelries, like back here all shoved in. And then just some more earrings. This next drawer needs no explanation. As you can see, I just keep my sunglasses in here. I do have this drawer lined with just liner that you can get at Bed Bath & Beyond, just so when I open and close the drawer, the sunglasses aren't going everywhere. This drawer, I just have some palettes in that just won't fit in the other drawer, as well as some more lip glosses in a little empty container. And then this drawer always makes me a little nervous to pull out because all my polishes are in here, and this drawer is actually really heavy. All my polishes and everything live in here. Like I said, this drawer makes me nervous. This drawer, pretty empty. I just have a box of lashes in here. And then the following drawer is just all lashes. I have a bunch of different lashes in here. We have velour lashes, we have flutter lashes, we have sleek makeup lashes, MAC lashes. These are all House of lashes. Lily lashes, Hello Gorgeous, and then these are all Ardell lashes over here. These are a few red cherries. I told you, once you start wearing lashes, you become addicted. And then the rest of them have all my Hot Tools in them. And then the bottom drawer, well, not the bottom drawer, but almost the bottom drawer, I just keep all my makeup bags and stuff in here for traveling. And then this one, I just have bags because I want to do kind of a wall display eventually. And I don't know why, but that bottom drawer doesn't close. I don't know if it's just mine or I didn't put it together right, but it don't close.